Visitations. I'm Intox along with
BDot, baby.
Hey, let's get it, bro.
episode 141. What's going on out there in the world? Y'all still watching the news or what? How y'all getting y'all's information out there?
The news.
Y'all still watching the news? Who's watching the news?
I know I ain't watching the news.
Oh shit.
The news. Yeah.
Well, like I said, you shouldn't be out here watching the news thinking that's what's going to give you the information you need. You know, that's the part we've always tried to explain, you know, because the news is controlled. You know that. At this point, if you don't realize the news is controlled, come on.
Right.
You know, and, you know, something we were kind of chatting about before the show, and that's why we kind of brought it up, because let's just get into the conversation we had, was like weather. You got the news telling us all these different things about weather, right? And we've mentioned this before. Mm-hmm. You know, like the weather is created by us as a collective.
Right.
And so when they tell us, oh, it's going to do this or it's going to do that or this, we're manifesting that because we're watching the news and we're putting energy into that. Oh, okay, it's going to rain today, you know, or whatever. Right. So we put their energy into it. If you don't put your energy into any of that, it just is what it is. You'll feel it. You'll smell the rain. You'll feel the air change. You'll feel the different things. You'll just get in. That's why they say get in tune with nature.
Right. And that's crazy. You can smell rain.
Yeah.
When it's coming. Mm-hmm. And you can smell snow.
Yeah. All that stuff. It's different. Like snow almost, you like one of the ways I know snow is like it gets real still. It's just real still. And you're just like, it's just real still. And you're like, oh, it's going to snow tonight.
Yeah, it's great.
It's going to snow tonight.
Yeah.
Because it'll get real cold, but it's just real still. You know what I mean? And you're just like, there's nothing really happening right now. I think it's gearing up for some shit. You know what I mean? Like, because you know it's coming, kind of thing. You know, you're like, you can see it brewing, and you're just like, oh, it's chill right now. It's gonna fucking get it. But anyways, so yeah, and then like rain, like I said, you smell it. It's like what we say. It's like, why do you think they had the rain dance back in the day?
Right.
You know what I mean? What do you think that comes from?
Yeah, the Indians did that. Yeah.
Right. If we need it, we'll ask for it. You know what I mean? We'll get it. And that's why you got to think, if there's droughts in certain places and certain things are happening, it's because it's being controlled. You know what I mean? They're creating these things for us. Or we're creating, they're putting the energy out there, and then we're reinforcing it by watching the news and shit like that. You know what I mean? So, I mean, that's just an example.
And going by what they say, you know what I'm saying? Because I seen some clips with, the weather guy. He's on there explaining how the weather gonna be, but in the background, ain't nothing going on. He got the fan blowing on the shit.
Right. Right.
You know,
trying to make it look like something's going on?
Yeah, like it's winter or something. Man, it's sunny as shit out there. People walk past and they had on shorts and shit. Like, they be bluffing, man.
Yeah. Have y'all read a book called Propaganda by I think it's the last name Bernays. I think it's like Ernie Bernays or something Bernays is the last name. Bernays, and it's a book called Propaganda, right? That book was written in like the 20s or 30s, something like that, right? And that's what sparked the whole, advertising agencies in like the 40s and 50s. That all came from that. And it's like, it's propaganda, and it's talking about how they can, you go after people's emotions in order to control and move them however you want, kind of a thing. You know what I mean? That's what propaganda basically is, and it's in everything. And that's why I'm saying, like, it's in so many things, and not just the news.
Right. It's in everything.
Right.
The games.
Yeah, games. The military uses it.
Man.
It's like everything. They use it to get us to want to go in the military and shit like that. Oh, we'll pay for your education and we'll do this and it's going to be the greatest time of your life. You know what I mean? They tell you all this shit and then you're just like, what? But you don't realize what you're giving up at the time, kind of a thing,
Yeah, some people don't think, man. Some people, they be hurt.
Yeah.
We're
conditioned.
That's at the bottom.
We're conditioned to be in this shit. And so it's all we're used to. It's what we know. We don't know any better. We don't know what we didn't know until now. You know, and that's why it's like, if you're still watching the news, that tells me you're not doing your research. That's what that tells me. Because you have to go, the whole idea is to go online, use your social medias, and use YouTube and the tools in front of you to find trustable people that you can then get better news from. Not saying it's all 100% true, but you got to put it together. That's the whole point.
Right.
You have to decode it and think it yourself, you know? You can't just take their word for it. Anybody.
Right.
So that's,
you
you know
must
what I mean?
do your own research.
And that's why I'm saying, if you're watching the news, you're not. You're letting the news tell you what's going on. You know what I mean?
You can listen to the news or whatever,
Yeah,
but take what they're saying.
You got to go and look it up and check stuff out and see what other people are talking about and see what you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Because, like,
that's the whole bottom line.
Right. You know, and not to harp on this the whole time. We're just giving it a few minutes to get you going, right? But the idea is, like, now let's go into this then. Everybody right now is so up in arms about the D.C. takeover.
Yes, sir.
That's what everybody said. Oh, there's no crime in D.C. What are we doing? Why are you so mad that there's a cleanup of crime? What's that all about? Like, you know what I mean? Like, if somebody was like, hey, I'll come clean that up for you. And you're like, no, I don't need it. You're like, where are we at as a society? You know? It's like they're against even cleaning up crime?
All right.
And I'm not saying that's the true thing, but I'm just saying, look at what they're saying.
There's more to that.
Correct. That's why we shouldn't get up in arms about it. You know, like react. I always tell everybody, don't react to the news. Like you said, take that information and then start to see what else is going on around it.
Right.
Because that's just one side of it, and that's one story of it.
Right.
That's the part they want you to, you know.
Right, and if you notice, every station you watch, they talk about the same thing, and they show the same shit.
Right. That's the programming.
Same clips.
Right. That's what we're talking about. They're trying to push a narrative of some sort, and you got to go, why are you pushing this narrative? That's your first thought. Why is this the narrative you're pushing, you know? And so you've got to, so the idea is to take that information, go to your social medias, look at some of these people that you've learned to trust, you know, that have decent information, and then, you know, what are they saying? Then you go over to YouTube, you watch a podcast that you know, found some trusted people you like over there. Watch a podcast or two. Oh, what are they saying? Because they're going to be talking about it. They're going to be, you know, there's people asking them questions. They're doing lives. And so there's people going, hey, you know, the Trump thing's happening. What do you think? Like, what's your take? And then they'll give you their take on it. Okay, here's what I'm thinking, and based on this and whatever, you know what I mean? Because some of the things I've heard is they're, you know, that they're going in the museums, and everybody's like, why are they going in the museums? And they're trying to fucking destroy history, and they don't want us to know what the history is. No, they're trying to restore history, because the history we have now is not correct. That's part of the problem. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Bomb droppers.
So we have to think about it that way. And we know that because we know they've lied to us about so much stuff in history. We know that now. So we can't even trust what they've put in the museums for us. We can't trust that. So yes, those things are going to have to be looked at. We're going to have to figure out what's really going on. And then there's tunnels underneath those buildings. We all know this. There's a train system down there. You know what I mean? There's all kinds of stuff. We know there's underground. So what are they hiding down there? That's what they're checking too. You gotta look, you know what I mean? That's one theory. That's one story. Part of it, right? But you put this together and you go find and seek more information about things, and you find out that more things line up in different ways, and you go, oh, it's probably closer to this idea, but they're trying to push this. So when you got people who are playing victim, which is what the news is doing half the time, they're playing victim. So they're going to go with they're going to take over. They're just trying to harass us. And of course, that's what it feels like if you take that narrative. You know what I mean? You take that victim narrative.
I mean, that's basically what it is. So, yeah. Like, if you really look at it, bro, you have military police.
Right.
The military on the streets.
Right.
Big tanks.
Right. But here's the thing, too. D.C.'s not America. It's a sovereign territory.
That's
right?
Crazy work. Bro.
So the other thing, too, is taking over D.C. is they never should have had a mayor or a council of any sort. D.C. wasn't supposed to have none of that. If it's a sovereign territory, that means it has no real, you know what I mean? The authority is the government, not your local shit. They are the authority there. You see what I'm saying? So whatever they that's why DC became such a swamp. That's why they say that.
Yeah, so that's why they out there now, because they fighting to see who the hell in control.
Correct. But
they fighting to see who the fuck is in control.
But the thing is based on the Constitution and the way it's all written, the federal government is in control of DC, nobody else. So for them to even have to take it over tells you something.
Bomb droppers.
See? Think about that. That's the stuff we're not thinking about because we're distracted by what the fucking news is saying. You see what I'm saying?
I don't know, man. This shit's crazy, bro. Like,
so we have to think about that. Why would they even need to take over something they already control, or maybe they don't control it? You see what I'm saying? That's the part no one's thinking about,
right?
You know, because we're distracted by all this other bullshit they're feeding us. So that's why you got to look. You got to give it a few days. You know, once it happens, you let it happen and give it a few days. Like I said, you check your social medias, you check your podcast, you ask your friends, you know, you see who anybody's looking at shit, you know. And then you form something together and you start, that's the research. And you start to put something together and go, okay, it's leaning towards these. These are the things it's leaning towards. Or whatever. You know, you start to come up with your own ideas. That's where we're at, you know.
That's crazy. So these motherfuckers out here fighting to see who's in control.
Right.
And we just happen to be in the middle of this shit.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Think about that, right?
Unbelievable.
Think about it.
What?
That's that alone, right? Tells you there's something bigger going on here.
Nothing to do with us.
Right.
Nothing.
But that's why they have to make it so emotional, so that people grasp onto it and then put energy into it and collectively start to fucking fuck with it. You see what I'm saying? We got to stop trusting. I mean, look at it. In the last couple of years, CNN has closed the headquarters in Atlanta. A bunch of other CEOs from like CBS and NBC have all stepped down. Why do you think these things are happening? Why do you think? Because they used to be a very controlled agency, and they're taking it back. Pretty soon, the news is going to start telling us the truth. Matter of fact, they do all the time. You just think they're fucking lying to you.
Right.
That's when you think they're lying to you.
You just got to listen.
But you got to listen.
Right. Definitely got to listen.
Sometimes the news is telling the truth.
Yeah. They tell you just a little bit
Right.
just to wear you in.
Some of those things get in there. But
Right.
that's the thing, too. You got to remember, there are good people out there who are still trying to do the right thing. Not everybody is totally corrupt, but the thing is, the system is rigged. That's the point. Those people have scripts. They're told what to say. You know, they put stuff together. There's an editor. There's all these people that look at it. They don't just say whatever the fuck they want to say.
No.
They have to put something together and then get it vetted. And then it comes back and they say, okay, you can say all this. They'll change shit and say this is what you can and cannot say and or whatever. Think about that. That's what the news does.
I feel like, matter of fact, I used to clean the motherfucking station.
Yeah.
And I never knew how that shit was ran.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I got a chance to see on the inside of the shit. So I'm cleaning the shit and I'm looking up. I'm like, oh, this how they get the news out?
Mm-hmm.
It's like a little
Teleprompters and stuff.
Yeah, a projector and shit that they read off.
Yep. That's why I said it's scripted. They're not saying anything that they're, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're not just making shit up.
Yeah, so basically they being told what the fuck to say.
Yeah. You know, and you can, like I said, when we talked about, like I said, with propaganda, the propaganda, once it came in like the 40s, it hit everything and it's been here ever since. You know, like we talked about that. Edward Bernays, I think that's what it is. That's the name. Edward Bernays. That's the name of the author. Yeah, I think I have the book. The book's called Propaganda. I'll take a picture of it and put it on my Instagram later. At ppeintox. Check me out.
Yeah.
So yeah. That's what we're fighting. Is the MK Ultra, the propaganda, the bullshit that they're feeding us.
Yeah. That's crazy.
We got to start thinking for ourselves.
Yeah, but a lot of people don't see that. A lot of people don't see this shit ending well.
Right. That's the doomsdays, yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people.
Doomsdays. But the thing is
a lot of people not seeing it.
Like we've said,
no.
It's not the destruction of our world. It's the destruction of theirs. So it looks like chaos to us. But that's because we can see it now. See, we couldn't see it before, so we didn't see the stuff as it collapsed back in the day. Now we're seeing it in real time, fast and quick, and things are dropping. Mm-hmm. Banks are closing. Places are closing.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
You see on TV,
shit's shutting down.
On the movies. Mm-hmm. Yeah, shit's definitely going down right now.
But that also means things are tightening up. You know, because like remember what I said in COVID back in the day, when it about a year later after it hit, and a lot of people were during that time a lot of businesses closed, a lot of different places shut down. And remember we talk about it all the time. Yeah, and I'm like, it's because those places needed to shut down. There was too much. Every fucking spot was a fucking cookout and a drop off and a fucking this and a fucking McDonald's and a fucking Wendy's and a fucking, you know what I mean? Yeah. It was just too much shit. That was just destroying us as a society. You know what I mean? They talk about liquor stores and gun stores on every corner in the hood, but what's in all the other neighborhoods? McDonald's and Wendy's and Popeyes and you know what I'm saying? Those were just as deadly.
Right.
But they didn't try to, you know what I mean? I'd rather take my chances with alcohol and a gun than fucking eating Wendy's and fucking McDonald's all day.
Right.
Hey, let's get it, bro.
Real, man.
You see what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
Because I can control my liquor. You know what I mean? And I'm decent with a gun, so you know what I mean. So, but if I'm just eating food and I don't even know it's poisoning me, then that's a slow death that I don't even know that's happening.
Exactly.
Crazy, right?
That shit running around in your body and shit forming in you. Come on, man. That's why when you take use a bathroom and shit, something come out.
Right. Hopefully your body can get that shit
and you
out
can't
of
stand the smell of that
right.
motherfucker. You like, wow, that shit rocking.
It's true.
Yeah, you don't know what the fuck
That's
that was.
true. I think when
that
shit
been in your body.
I think when shit is really funky, I think it's because it's been in your body too long.
Yeah.
It's just been collecting shit. You know what I mean? It's just been fucking roasting it.
Just been sitting there.
So like when you like like nowadays, like I said, I eat one meal a day for the most part, and I pretty much go every time. Pretty much if I eat, I go like within like an hour. I gotta hit this toilet and get that out. And so like my cycle just keeps flowing. I'm like, I got a healthy fucking cycle now. You know, it's just flowing, and I'm like, good. You know, and that's what that comes. Like I said, that comes with training your body, retraining your body, because when we were eating all that fucking shit for so long, our body didn't know what to do with it. That's why we were fat and fucking over. You know what I mean? That's why your body just doesn't know what to do with this shit, so it just starts putting it in places. That's what happens. Your body's trying to save you. You know what I mean? Your body's really trying to save you.
Yeah,
it's like, okay, I'm going to put a little right here. Okay, a little more right here. Okay, we'll put a little more right here.
Yeah.
And it just keeps adding it in places, hoping it can fucking save you. That's what it's trying to do.
Bomb droppers. Yeah, man. That's why your body heals, man.
And then they say,
that's why your body
here's a bunch of pills
heals.
to take for the rest of your life. You know what I mean? And so now you're eating all this bullshit and you're taking these chemicals. What the fuck were we doing, folks? But the thing is we trusted them. We trusted that the world was good. We trusted that, Wendy's and McDonald's and all them had real food. We trusted them. Even over the years when we tasted it and we're like, this tastes different.
Yeah.
We should have fucking known better. But we're doing it now.
It tastes crazy.
We're doing it now.
I stopped eating Big Macs a while ago.
Years ago.
For real.
Years ago.
Definitely stopped eating those.
Yeah. Years ago I stopped.
But I still see.
Yeah, it's like, you know what I mean? Like when I think of like fast food nowadays, I like I said, it's more like a treat. I try to either go to a restaurant most of the time.
Yeah.
Things like that, and we don't know that that's any better. I'm with you, nobody's perfect here. You know what I mean? We're not saying that. We're just saying, just try to be better.
Right.
Try to be better. Do the best you can to be better. That's all I'm saying. And like I said, if it comes down to, hey, I can't, how am I supposed to afford to eat if I can't go get the $2 McDonald's or whatever, you know what I mean? 1 meal a day.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Take yourself down to 1 meal a day. Then you won't have to spend as much money.
That's
You
it.
know? And then, you'll start to see that, and you got to work yourself there. I'm not saying just tomorrow start it, but you got to work yourself into it and work yourself there. But that's the goal.
Shit, I could go all day without eating.
Yeah. Health is
real.
wealth. You know what I mean? Health is wealth.
Right. But I gotta eat because
Health is your wealth.
take my medicine. Right.
Yeah. Because think about it. How you going to do all the things you want to do if the whole time you got health problems?
Mm-hmm.
You can't do nothing.
Right.
And you know what? I'll admit this today, right here. Honestly, like I lost my wife in 2018, and she was sick, right? And because she was sick for so long, I took that as like we can't do much. There's not much we can do because she's just sick, and it's hard to do things when people are constantly in the hospital and things are happening.
Gotcha.
So back then, it was like a fear to do anything. So a lot of times it was things we probably could have did, and just out of fear, I didn't. Because I was like, but I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what could happen. I had all that. I was doing all that shit back then.
Or whatever, right?
Yeah, just anything. You know what I mean? Like all that stuff was controlling me back then.
Damn.
You know what I mean? Like that's the thought process I was in, where like I would not do things or whatever because of that. And it wasn't even, and I would just, and I probably didn't do things, like I said, that we call it all could have did. But I was like, I just don't even want to deal with all that. Because there's so much we're gonna have to deal with to get you there and do this, and you know what I mean. And that was my own that's my own shit. And I look back and I say, fuck, I should have did more, because we should have just lived. You know what I mean? But I held back on a lot of things, and that it's a regret I have, but it's something I have to think about. Something I have to be real about, something I have to come to terms with. Another therapy session type thing. But I don't know what we're talking about there, but that just kind of brought that up. I was like, oh shit. Yeah, so it's like, sometimes that's why it's like when you're in this mode of doomsday and just this and all these things are horrible and look at all this stuff happening to me. When you're in that, that's where you spiral and you're confused. You're distracted.
Man. That's why you gotta stay humble, man.
Yeah, so that's what I had to learn. So after all that, and come 2020 hits and it's fucking weird world, COVID's weird, all this fucks. I started thinking like, wait, there's more going on here. There's more happening. All this stuff that didn't happen to me, didn't happen to me. It happened for me. How do I use this? And that's what I did. Ever since then, that's the awakening. I just started waking up and going, wait a minute, I gotta fix not only myself, but I gotta fix everything around me. Everything that, like with my kids, I'm still working on that. It's like I'm still working on the relationships, there, because I missed a lot of their childhood, like I talked about before. Because.
Yeah, but one thing about that, though, it never get old.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you still have time.
That's what I'm trying to do, because I'm aging backwards. So I'm here now, and that's what I told him. I said, I'm here now, and we're going to work on it now.
Right.
And it is what it is, and I'm good with that, and they're good with that. Hopefully, I don't know. You never know what they're thinking, but hopefully that'll be good enough. It will be good enough, and we're gonna be good. And it just works out. But it's because I changed my mind frame.
Yeah.
And I said, these are the things I have to do, and I have to correct these things. And that's it. You got to humble yourself, like you said.
I'm pretty sure they see it.
Hey, let's get it, bro.
I'm pretty sure they see it.
Mm-hmm. I hope so.
You know what I'm saying?
That's all I wanted to do.
Yeah.
That was my goal.
I'm pretty sure they see it. But as a father, I don't think we would get that talk.
Right.
Like the mothers do.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Like thank you, I love you so much type shit.
Right. I got you.
Yeah,
the men are usually less affectionate in that way a lot of times. Right. So yeah, just depends on who you are, but yeah, I know what you're saying. Yeah, you're right in a way. You know what I mean?
But
that's the balance.
Just
we got to create that balance so that
know.
we can have that moment.
They know,
so,
bro.
Yeah.
Believe me, they know.
Yeah, that's why I say you never know. It's just you don't know until you know.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And like I said, all I can do is be better. And if I'm better, I feel like I'll be there. It's not a problem.
You know what I mean? You notice you changed, right?
Yeah.
All right. Mm-hmm. So yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah. So yeah. I know they see a difference from
Right.
back then until now.
Yeah, they do.
All right,
They
so
definitely
yeah,
see that.
well,
you know what I
well,
mean? So
that's
yeah,
it.
I'm on my way.
You good.
I'm on my way.
You good, bro. Ain't
yeah.
ain't nothing else to think about.
Right.
You good.
Correct. Yeah. Yeah. And just
As long as they know.
Just got to keep working and maintaining and building. Yeah, that's it.
That's it.
So yeah. Keep it rocking.
Hey, let's get it, bro.
That's all.
Yeah.
You know, shit.
Yeah.
You gotta live.
We're
for
all
now.
working on it.
You gotta live for now, man.
That's what I say. I'm in the moment. I'm in the moment.
Past is gone.
Yeah, I'm in the moment. So let's just have these moments.
Right.
Yeah, I'm with you.
You know.
Yeah.
The past is gone, man, and I feel like some things about to change.
Yeah, because
And
right, exactly. The world is changing in front of us. Let's deal with that.
Right.
Let's deal with that.
The world is definitely changing, and I feel the energy is a little off.
Yeah, feels a little off right now.
Yeah,
Gotcha. I think that's because we're right at the cusp of something.
definitely feel a little off.
Yeah, yeah. I can understand what you're saying.
So now, school about to go back, right?
Yeah, I think like this week and like next week they start,
Right.
and then like everybody's back by like mid-September or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's about now they start. Yeah.
Yeah. So now I wonder how that shit gonna be taking you or the kids going to school with all the, you know what I mean, all the military on the street and the police and shit. I wonder how that's
Right.
gonna work out.
Well, that's the thing. I think
You know
it's
what I'm
some.
saying?
it's-
This took place. They should, but they might go back to school.
Yeah, at some point, I think they're saying that we go back into a lockdown per se. That may happen.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
that's when we'll get educated because now we're all home again, kind of a thing. You know how it was when COVID started, right? Everybody was home. They'll actually start educating us on what actually is happening, so that way we won't be worried. You see what I'm saying? For one, we won't be worried.
I
But
think this one gonna be a little different.
and right, and there's some opinions out there, but I think I like this one better. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing is you have shows like this, and we have people like us all over the world where we'll be able to comfort everybody and go, no, don't worry about it. We're good. Everything's going to be fine. This is exactly the way it was supposed to happen. You know, like we're being educated now about what was happening, and the world's going to change. Everything's moving forward. You know, some people are going to freak out. It's just the way it's going to work, though. You know what I mean? Some people are going to fucking have a hard time transitioning per se. You know what I mean? To this new reality we're going to have.
Right.
Where we're more transparent and our government isn't fucking stealing from us.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think a lot of people are gonna go for it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because they didn't already they had a parade over the weekend, I believe, and
Right.
like a whole bunch of people got together and shit and stopped marching towards ICE. Made them leave and shit.
Right. Yeah, but that's okay. I think if you feel that way, you got to do what you got to do. That's your community.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's your community. I'm with it.
So
Whatever you feel like y'all got to do it.
now I'm thinking the shit gonna go left pretty soon. Because a lot of people ain't gonna go for that shit.
Right.
And then you got Trump talking about in the black community, we are the only race that want the police. What?
I've heard something similar along those lines, but written a different way, is that
What?
they are only here for us. But it's because they're a strong arm, like we talked about. They're the enforcers of their laws. They can't enforce you to do their laws without someone enforcing it. Otherwise, you would go do whatever you wanted to do, right? So if you're the true people of the earth, true people of the land, if you wanted to stop me from doing what I want to do, I'd have to put an enforcer in your neighborhood. You see what I'm saying? So they're only here for us. They're here to fucking enforce on us. That's the whole point.
Right.
That's why we talked about we got to get rid of them and go back to sheriffs, and we have our marshals, and we have our shit like that, like we used to have. We didn't need these motherfuckers. You see what I'm saying?
Shit about to be crazy. That's all I'm saying. But
A lot of
I'm remaining humble.
Mm-hmm.
Doing what I gotta do until time comes.
Right. Yeah. Just be prepared, not scared. Yeah. I'm ready to go.
Yeah, because that's crazy.
Something pops off, it pops off, you know. It's what it is. I'm prepared for that.
Right.
You know.
That's crazy work, bro. Like, yeah, so I wonder how that shit gonna work, though.
Yeah, I don't know. That's why I'm saying I don't. It's almost like the only way we would probably go into a real lockdown at this point, because if they tried to lock us down again, we'd probably laugh at them. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. And then,
fuck off, man. We ain't locking nobody down. But you see what I'm saying? So I think, I don't know, maybe possibly with the lockdown could be more of a shock lockdown, meaning maybe some ships appear. You know what I mean? Like they show in the movies.
Yeah.
They just appeared one day.
and that's what I'm trying
and that'll
to tell
shock
people.
us to a point to sit down and go, wait a minute, what the fuck is going on? You see what I'm saying?
That's why you need to get your vibrations right.
Right. And I'm
Get
not,
your
and like I said, remember, they're not here to be hostile. If they wanted us dead, we wouldn't even know they were fucking here at this point. You see what I'm saying? So you got to remember that. Think about that, right? But what I'm saying is they'll appear, and then they'll have to tell us the truth because there's no way around it now. You see what I'm saying? It's kind of like that final just, you have to say something now.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, and so I think that it could be something like that. Because they're saying, you heard of this 31 Atlas? You heard of that 3-eye Atlas thing that they said it's flying through our galaxy right now at fucking like 3,000 miles an hour or some shit like that?
With the eye?
It's called 3-eye Atlas. You heard of that? I'll pop it on the screen.
With a whole bunch of eyes?
No, it's just 3-eye/Atlas. That's what they're calling it. They're saying it's an interstellar object that's coming through that came from outside. And here's the thing. How do they know where it came from? Okay? Right? If they don't know shit about our own universe for the most part, how the fuck do they know it came from outside?
That's what I'd be like.
Like, you know what I mean?
How the fuck do you know that?
So they said it's flying towards us and it'll be on us by like October or something.
And then you know the date is going to land and shit.
Right. And that's why I'm saying, what if this is it? They're going to just appear. You know what I'm saying? And then they're going to have to say something. I don't know.
Hey, let's get it, bro.
I don't know. See, everybody waiting for the wrong thing to come back.
Right.
Wrong person to come back.
Right. That's what I'm saying. It's all been a fucking, like I said, that might have been, think about it this way. If the Bible is what it's supposed to be, written account of things that happened at a certain time period, right? That's the way it played out in that time with that scenario. That same story is playing out right now in modern times with modern shit. You see what I'm saying? That's where I'm kind of going with a lot of this, because I'm like, that's where I'm leaning towards, because I'm like, if they keep saying we're in a loop and we have the same stories, we keep hearing the same ideas, everybody's putting hero stories together, everybody's doing this, you know what I mean? Like our propaganda, our movies, everything's like the same kind of shit. It's like, why would they keep telling us these stories if they're not true in some fashion? But that doesn't mean that they're word for word true.
Right.
It just means that if you take that idea and put it to today's idea, you'll find the match. And you'll go, oh, that's what that was. Or that's what this is, you know?
Makes sense.
So, right, so that's how I'm looking at it. And you can take an example like this. Look at Genesis in the Bible, right? It says that it took a rib from Adam and created Eve. What does that sound like to you? Cloning. That's how you make a clone. And then you just change its gender. And now you have a female version of the same fucking thing.
Crazy word.
Whoa. That's some weird shit. Because a lot of people don't believe in cloning. A lot of people are like, you can't make clones. That's weird.
Shit.
No, that shit is real. It's been real for a long time. We've talked about this before. Clones are real. Celebrities have them. There's fucking half the politicians have them. You know what I mean? Who knows all the politics now? Remember Saddam Hussein? That guy had fucking a bunch of clones. You know what I mean?
Crazy.
Like, you got to remember, like, all this shit. Like, yeah, come on, people. What? You know what I mean? Like, we can't sit here and keep going, this shit is weird, or what is that? That's crazy. No, this shit is real.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But I'm just saying, look, see how you can take that and put it together with today? That's all I'm saying. That's one interpretation. You can interpret it any way you want to interpret it. But that's one interpretation. I'm just throwing something out there just so I can give you a correlation so you can get an idea of what I'm saying. But you can take anything and try to equate it to something in the real world today, and it's the same shit.
Told you before, like, that Bible has to be played out.
Correct. It's a script. It's a fucking script. Yeah. It's just written in fucking code.
Bomb droppers.
Yeah, it's just written in fucking code, man. That's what it is. That's why I said we got to decode. We got to listen. We got to see what the markers. We got to check
That's all
things.
that about.
Yeah. It's all happening. It's all happening.
It's crazy. That's what I'm saying. So, yeah. So, what if that ship do pull up all crazy?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. What do we do?
Motherfuckers got you better have your shit right.
You got to be right.
Motherfuckers better be vibing high.
right. Yeah.
Yeah. You can't be in low vibration.
Yeah. Because they could think about it too like this. They can't come here unless they are high vibration. Yeah. Nothing dark can get in anymore. We're cleansing this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So nothing dark's coming in. So if it's coming in, that means it's high vibe, because it's the only thing that can come in right now. Everything's on lockdown.
Tell you.
Everything's been on lockdown. All the galactics have all locked down all the portals and shit to get in here because they hit it with a circuit frequency. So you have to be high vibe, but you can't come in here. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's been that way for a while, and that's why they were all trapped in here, and that's why we've been eradicating the fucking satanic, pedophile, evil, crazy shit that's going on. You know?
Hey, let's get it, bro.
But get your frequencies right.
So yeah, so don't listen to their fucking alien invasion bullshit.
Shit.
Can't even come in here. Only high vibes.
I don't know. Shit. Say motherfuckers already here.
A lot of them are already here, yeah. They're just waiting to reveal themselves. They just don't want to shock the world yet.
Right.
Yeah, no. And some of us are seeing them. Depending on how high vibing you are right now. Some people are seeing them. They've been seeing them for a while. There's people who are like, yeah, there's ships that are just hovering above cities right now.
Right.
But if you're not high vibe, you can't see them. But they're already there. They've been, like I said, they've been here for a long time. They've been pulling up. This galactic war has been going on for thousands of years. And we're finally at the end. This is it. Y'all ready?
This is
Y'all
it.
ready?
What was that? You remember that shit? Like, this is it. Was that a commercial or
Feels familiar.
a TV show?
familiar. Wow.
Right. I think it was a TV show. This
Yeah.
is it.
It feels familiar.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you
with
know it.
I'm with
know
you.
it.
Felt familiar.
You know it. You.
I was from that timeline.
Hey, can anybody tell me that
This is it.
what that song was? Or what that song go to?
Somebody put it in the comments.
Is it a commercial, TV show?
Right.
What is it? This is it.
Or maybe you're just using the cadence, but the words were different. Maybe. Dun dun dun. That same cadence was pretty wild. Like, it's a common cadence, probably.
No.
Dun dun dun. You
I
remember it
remember
specifically?
This is it.
This is it.
This is it.
I got you. I'm just trying to play the angles, see if there's anything
That's
to spark
crazy.
it.
Cause I be saying shit, and my lady be like, nah, you ain't sound like it. Fuck you mean I ain't sound like it? I sound just like this shit.
He's like, I'm saying it word for word.
Man. I harmonize the song and shit. And she's talking about
That's not even close. You're like, no, that's the song.
Like, come on.
I don't think you're thinking of the same song I'm thinking of.
And and then the song come on, like, see, that's what the fuck I was saying. That's what the fuck I was saying.
Then they hear it, right?
Right. They try to lie behind it a little bit. No, you ain't say it like that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right? You didn't say it like
you ain't
that.
say it like that. Lying there.
I was close though.
Yup.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, man. But I don't know, man. I think some clips and shit, right?
What's a good clip? What's a good clip?
Nah, I didn't. Lady was saying that she was walking past and she seen like some officers, about 13 of them, surrounded a, well, they ain't surrounded the bus, but they was standing at the bus stop waiting for people to get off the bus. So they grabbed one Chinese lady and 4.
Like somebody
Black
snatches them?
No, the police in D.C.
Oh, got you.
So why would you just take one Chinese lady and 4 black dudes?
Because she's a fucking queen pan, man.
They separated them.
She was running the shit. Out her store.
Oh, man. I don't know. I think it's a race thing going on.
A lot of people are saying that too. A lot of people are coming with that same thing of it's just they're just here to round up more fucking immigrants in a different way. Now that you know what I mean, like how are you? They're not saying it's immigrants; they're just doing it, kind of a thing. Some people are saying that it could just be a cover for them to get more immigrants out or whatever. So, because I'm thinking because they're saying that this is going to go to more and more cities. It's just starting in D.C.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. It's going to go to more and more cities.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And next thing you know, they're gonna have the robots on the street.
RoboCop.
Yeah. So it's either
Man, we'll take that robot down, man.
Hell no.
5 or 6 of us just start gunning that bitch. Come on.
Nah.
Got to
You know what's crazy? I was watching this some random show.
Unless he's a Terminator.
That's what I'm saying. I watched some random ass show, right? It's a sport where they make fucking robots and they jump in the suit, but they're standing on stilts and shit.
Right.
But their body is like made of like just like aluminum, like metal and shit.
Right.
And they like 6'10", 7 foot type tall motherfuckers. And they in there fighting robots and shit, just hitting each other. Now I'm thinking like, if that's a real fucking robot, we get smashed, bro.
Well, if you try to fight it one-on-one, not going to fight it one-on-one.
Our height was
Half
at
that
his
shit.
ankle.
Yeah.
So imagine that.
Yeah.
You standing fucking tall, and you at his ankle.
And you
Like-
his ankle. It's a Titan at that point.
Like for real.
Yeah.
He's a big ass giant and shit. So I'm like, how the fuck, man? Ain't nobody gonna be able to, unless you blow that motherfucker up.
Oh, we're going to fuck it up.
You know? Then there's gonna be
There's
more
some
than
sh-
there's
there's
gonna
some
be more
shit out
than
here.
one in the
You'll
motherfucker.
realize how much shit is really out here. Real quick.
But yeah, I think that's part of the plan though.
I got you.
Like you said, it's gonna spread, right?
Yeah. That's
course it's
what
gonna
everybody's
spread.
saying. Everybody's saying this is the beginning and it's going to keep going from city.
Yeah.
Not city to city specifically, but they are going to hit some cities.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I've heard. So we'll see.
I know that.
We'll see.
I know that. But man. But then they're gonna start coming to your doors and shit.
Right. Yeah, I think that's when we call it. If they say they're going door to door,
They not
That
gonna
point.
say that shit.
that point it's on. Don't open your doors, folks.
They already out there.
Don't open your door. Yeah, they probably live next to you. You never know.
No. They're gonna be like 30 of them motherfuckers coming to your door.
You know what I did see the other day, though?
What's that?
Okay, this brings up something. So yes, the other night I was picking up my daughter from work, and it was probably about midnight. No, it wasn't even midnight. It might have been about 10. Might have been somewhere around 10, but it wasn't midnight. It was probably about 10. And I'm cruising down this one road that I usually take. Heads right there, basically. It's like a straight shot. And there's like an underpass because the freeway goes over it right there. There's a part where it goes over, the freeway goes over it. 97, I think 97 goes over this area. And so it kind of ducks down, and there's like a, like an underpass. And so I was going past there, and there was like cop on each side, lights flashing on the front of it. And then behind it was cops, 2 cops, lights flashing, a couple cars in between. And then like some people were out and they were just like walking around and stuff. And I'm like, I've never seen this many police in one spot.
Yeah.
In this area. You know what I mean? Like just a lot of, it was like 7 cars. And I was like, this is weird. But I'm like, so I'm slowing down because they're off the street. They're parked on the sides of the streets. They're not on the street. They're like parked on the, like the shoulder or whatever.
Right.
Each side had a shoulder, and that's where they were all parked. But they were like blocking the whole sides, like that, lights flashing and stuff. But they weren't in the road. Nobody was in the road. And the cars in front of me were just going slow, but they were going through. And I'm like, they're not stopping nobody. Because I'm like thinking like, oh shit, is this checkpoint?
Yeah, they got those.
But they didn't stop nobody. And we just drove through. And at one point, I thought I saw somebody with a flashlight looking around. So maybe they were looking for something. I don't know.
Yeah.
But they weren't fucking with the cars. So like I drove right through, and everybody drove through. They ain't stopped nobody. As far as like I said, the cars behind me, they came through. Cars in front were coming through. I didn't see them stop nobody. So, but I thought that was weird. So I was kind of like, were they staging? Maybe they were staging up. Maybe they're about to go hit some shit. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, I seen them do that a couple times. I seen them do that shit.
Yeah, that was just the other day. I saw that in my neighborhood. So yeah, they might have been staging too. That's another thing. Just don't know why they would have been there.
Right.
They usually go stage in a parking lot somewhere. You know what I mean? We're kind of they were like right in the middle of everything. Like you're not hiding from nobody right here.
Yeah. Shit fucked you up, right? Like, what y'all doing?
I almost was like, should I bust a fucking Yui? I can still get a Yui out of this bitch. I can go a different way. And then I was like, if I bust a Yui, I'm guilty at that point. So I was like, that's why I saw the 2 cars ahead of me. They went through no problem. So I was like, yo, if they didn't stop then I don't think I'm not doing nothing different. And I just rolled right through. And I was like, all right.
Right.
So I was like, yeah, because I didn't know if they were stopping people or not. I didn't know what was going on. But there was nobody in the street. None of the cops were standing in the street.
That's crazy, how a motherfucker feel when the cop get behind them.
Right? You get that tingly feeling?
Yeah. That shit be, I don't know.
Just be cool, bro. Be cool.
I'm like, what the fuck?
Be cool. Everybody be cool.
Right. And, and the sad part is, you know your shit good.
Right.
You still want to go through the bullshit, man.
Right.
Like,
that's what I'm saying. See? That's the feeling we get.
Right.
Yeah. That's the energy they bring. That's them. That's bringing that energy to you. And we fall in it every time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's crazy. That's how they got brain control on us. That's why they're here for us. They're like our kryptonite. You know what I mean? In a way.
Shit.
If you look at it like that.
I don't even give a fuck that. Yeah. I just be cruising. I'm like, man, look, leave me fucking alone, bro.
Yeah, because they're just out here to enforce their laws.
I ain't fucking with shit, man. You going around me.
Crazy. It wasn't even illegal until they made it illegal.
And that's crazy. Look, we on 695, right? I'm trying to get to my job. So
You smoothing?
Yeah, I'm smoothing.
Right.
And it's this fucking, what's that? A suburban? No, not suburban. What's the
Ford
S?
Escape?
No. What's the S called? The damn, it's like back in the day.
Wagons? No.
It's something like that, but it's with an S. I forgot what the fuck it is. I forgot what it was. But
Gotcha.
So the motherfucker, we driving. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Why are you in the fast lane? driving like this.
Not going fast?
No.
Not going fast.
I'm like, bruh, come on. What is you doing?
And nobody's on his right?
I'm trying to get the money.
Nobody's on his right? Nobody's over there? He's got plenty of space or what? Just blocking traffic, right?
Yeah.
Just blocking traffic.
Yeah. He got a gap. You know what I'm saying? You got to close that motherfucker. Close the gap, man.
Right.
Or get over.
Exactly. Get out the way and
That's it. Close the gap or let me get the fuck on.
Yeah.
Or get over.
No courtesy, man.
You know what I'm saying? But anyway, so I'm on his ass, right? But I slowed down a little bit.
Gave him a chance.
Right. So I kept going on him again.
Got on him again.
Next thing you know, a Subaru. He had a fucking Subaru, a wagon Subaru.
Gotcha. Okay.
Next thing I know, with fucking PA tags on the bitch.
With PA tags.
Yeah. So next thing I didn't think he ain't the fucking police. So next thing I know, motherfucker hit the lights and woo. I said, "Oh shit!"
He bleeped you. Oh
yeah.
Shit! He bleeped you.
Yeah. He let me know that. He let me know that.
That he was on official business.
Yeah. He police and shit. So I was like,
I'm on official business, brother.
I said, okay. I see.
So you just sat back there, or what? Or did you go around him?
I went around him eventually.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? But I ain't doing shit right away because had to be smart out there.
I got you, man.
With the red and blue.
Gotta be strategic.
I was like, oh,
gotta be strategic.
Oh, you police? oh, you undercover.
Right. That's a personal car.
Yeah, I didn't get nothing.
Fucking Subaru.
I ain't know that. Right, a Subaru. That's what the fuck it was.
That's a PA sheriff. That sounds right. They'd be in a Subaru.
That motherfucker working for
West Virginia.
Somebody. Secret Service out there.
Yeah, they're out here. They're patrolling.
Like,
they're everywhere.
Man, yeah, so be careful. You don't know
who's who.
Who's who no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, I used to could tell and shit. Like, it's undercover right there.
I had that
back motherfucker.
Back when I was a teenager, I learned that real quick. I told somebody this. I learned that real quick. What the headlights look like in your rear view.
Yeah.
I knew what the headlights looked like.
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean?
Hell yeah. You gotta be smart.
Yeah, I knew what the headlights looked like. And so I used to be driving. Sometimes you'd see them parked or something and you'd be like, yup, that's that motherfucker. You know what I mean? Chill out. Or whatever. Or if they come pulling up on you, like sometimes they'd come swooping up on you. And you'd be like, oh, no, that ain't them. You know what I mean? Or yeah.
I be hating the car that look like him though.
Oh yeah, those are the worst.
They got some what look like.
Yeah, I've cruised behind motherfuckers for minutes, thinking like this shit. I was like, I can't go past this guy too quick.
Yeah,
and then I'm like, oh man, that's a soccer man, Mom Von Van. Damn it! I was like, I fucking misunderstood what was happening here.
Facts.
Yeah, I've done that before.
That shit be crazy. Like, man, you had me driving slow for 15 minutes.
Right.
Fuck. I could have been gone by now.
Or you'll see a few people fly by, and then I'll be like, nothing's happening? Okay, I'm going too then.
Oh, you ain't jump out and get them, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll be like,
right.
Let someone else go.
Right.
Okay, nothing? Okay. I think we're okay, then.
Yeah, you let him go past until you realize he ain't with no.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? I think it's them Fords.
It's a lot of them Fords. Yeah, they look like them cruisers. Man.
Yeah. But another way you can tell is by the tires. You used to tell by the tires.
Okay.
The aluminum tires.
Right. I got you.
That's how,
Well, that's the thing is back in the days, it was
like,
easier to identify it. That's kind of what I'm saying in a way. Because now, like you're saying, they have so many different fucking cars. You're like, holy shit, it could be any of these people.
Anybody.
It could be any of these motherfuckers.
Your damn cab.
Yeah, right.
A cab driver and shit. You like, damn. You police? Shit.
That's his second job. So I got to drive on the weekends.
Nah, you gotta at least drive in your undercover car, bro.
Right.
You gotta give me.
Got to give you the flash.
Yeah, you gotta give me
you.
the sign or something. At least, let me get my shit together real quick because I know you the police.
He just flashed his gang colors at you. You backed off. It's crazy, right? See what I'm saying? Like they're the biggest gang in the neighborhood, man.
Right.
And they're both. We're red and blue.
Red and blue.
Red and blue. Damn, man.
Bomb droppers.
See that MK Ultra they got us fucking locked into, man? It's crazy, right?
Red and blue.
It's all fucking psychological, man. That's all the shit. It's just fucking, the more and more you fucking push it on people, the more they just believe it. It's all we've ever known. But that's what we talk about is we gotta unlearn and relearn. Right. That's the whole point of like looking at history, when people talk about history and stuff, and then you look at it again and then you go, wait a minute. Oh, and so is somehow related because this, and then they ran some more stuff over here in this place, and you're like going, wow, this is connected. And you're like, I would have never realized that if I didn't look into it. You know what I mean? Like, you got to look into it sometimes. Sometimes it's there for you.
Right.
It just shows you, and you go, wait a minute, I didn't realize this shit was linked. And you're like, what the fuck?
Oh. Telling you, man. So you just got to do your research. Mm-hmm. That's all.
Yeah, just like we said, stop letting the world tell you what it is, and you start looking at what it is. That circles back with the news. They're just telling you. So instead of them telling you, you got to look into it. You'll figure it out. That's what growing your intuition and all that stuff's about. That's why I said you got to find people you can trust, and you start putting information together and calling your people and asking them when shit. Like, okay, I'll give you one. This just happened too. Have you been seeing any videos on TikTok and shit about how Las Vegas is like empty and nobody's over there no more and it's all like abandoned and shit, like a lot of stuff? Have you been seeing any of that?
Las Vegas?
Yeah, Las Vegas.
Damn.
Have you been seeing any videos like that?
Nah. I ain't run across nothing like that yet. Nah.
Wow. Well, for like the past month.
I'm definitely going to look it up when I get home now.
Yeah, for like the past month, a couple of them have been coming through and I've been seeing them and I'm like, wow, they keep saying that Vegas is empty. And I'm like, I'm not doubting it, but I'm like, how do you verify that? Unless you go there,
right,
or whatever, You know somebody or something, right? So anyways, somebody I know happened to be on a trip, and they went there. And then I happened to talk to them, like when they got back. They were like, oh, I just came back from there. And I was like, what? I was like, oh, since you was just there, can you verify this for me? I've been seeing these videos talking about Vegas is empty. And they were like, oh, yeah, that's real. They're like, yeah, when I was there, it was like, yeah, it was empty for the most part. And they were like, we were asking the Uber drivers, and the Uber drivers were like, yeah, it's been dead for a while. Like people just aren't here anymore. The streets aren't crowded. None of the casinos are really crowded. They're like, yeah, everything was cool. It's like you just kind of felt more exclusive, like just wasn't a lot of people.
Damn.
So I was able to verify it through somebody.
Right.
And I was like, wow, interesting. I'm like, what does that mean though? You know what I mean? Like, if that's a booming economy going on, does that mean people aren't spending it as much as they used to? Does that mean, where did those people go? Are those people real? You know what I mean? Or were they just clones? Running around making it look like it was busy. You know what I mean? And now they're not there anymore. So now it's just the regular people. You know what I mean? The normal motherfuckers that just be around. It's not all the, you know what I mean? Some of these clones might be disappearing and they're done. You know what I mean? Their tenure here is over. They can't vibe out in the high vibes, So, because some people say that planet Earth originally was supposed to be a vacation planet where you could just come and do all kinds of cool vacation shit.
Yeah, that's a little weird, though.
Yeah.
Vegas.
Right.
Shit empty.
I know. That's what I'm saying. It is weird. I don't know why like I said,
And then you said he just came from there?
Yeah, they just came back from there. And then they were like, yeah, that's true. We're
So
talking
shit's still open and shit.
everything's still open, like it's rocking, but
running.
it's just like there's not. They said like pretty much it's just people who like go there for conventions, people who are on business. You know what I mean? It's like normal motherfuckers. It's not like just a bunch of tourists anymore. At least right now, for whatever reason. Weird, right? Yeah, definitely weird.
That's definitely weird.
So yeah, I don't know if y'all have seen that or y'all should look into that shit. You see what I'm saying? But like I was able to verify that story with somebody who just went there like 2 weeks ago.
That's crazy.
You know? And I happened to talk to them, and they were telling me about it, and I was like, "Oh shit! Since you've been there, let me ask you this." You know, like just happened to be the right person to talk to at the right moment. You know, crazy, right? Mm-hmm. So yeah, so that's how you can verify information too. That's the whole point. Is you know, you might even, you know, like I said, when you see these people on lives and stuff that are, you know, talking from different parts of the world, Australia and London, and here and stuff like that, you start to see people's perspectives from all over the world, but they're not very different. That's what's crazy. How are these people all over the world just as tuned in as the rest of us? You know, this is not just happening in America. This is happening all over the world.
Right.
You know, every country is going through stuff like this. You know what I mean? That's why there seems like turmoil in the world, because this is not just you know what I mean? And I don't know if maybe that's like some people thinking like, well, maybe this is only happening here. You know, but I'm like, no, it's everywhere. Everybody's talking about this stuff.
Right.
From all walks of life.
Yeah, everybody going through
Every country. Yeah. All you got to do is find them. You just don't speak those languages. If you spoke Russian, you could probably go on there and find Russian shit on them talk about the same shit. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And so it's like, but I just don't speak Russian, so I wouldn't know. You know, I wouldn't know what video was going on unless somebody told me. You know. So yeah, or any other language. You know, there's people in those languages talking all kinds of shit everywhere, as much as they can. And some of them, like we found out, you know, are very fucking restricted. You know what I mean? Some of those countries are very restricted, and some of those countries don't even have fucking internet. You know, so it's like, what do those people do? They just shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? They don't say nothing. They just do their shit as best they can. They work on it because that's what Source is telling them to do. You know,
That's crazy.
but they can't even express it and talk out and find anybody because their country's weird.
Yeah.
You know? So this is one of the freedoms we get to enjoy. You know, even though, like I said, a lot of times I always say, how free are we? You know what I mean? When we're so fucking locked down in so many other ways, right? But this is a freedom we get to enjoy. We can sit here, enjoy each other's company, have conversations, learn new things, teach new things, you know, all kinds of different stuff, and then share it with the rest of the world. That's crazy, right?
That's it.
Hey, let's get it, bro.
Another thing crazy, like, say, it's easy to learn English.
Easiest language out there.
You know what I'm saying? And it's harder to learn other languages. Mm-hmm. Like,
because English doesn't take a lot of brain power.
right? You know what I'm saying? We could do English and Spanish, a little bit of Chinese,
Right.
the most.
Well, that's the thing. What do you think's the most spoken language in the world?
English. No?
Chinese
Chinese.
is the most spoken language in the world. Everybody would think it would be English. It's not. It's Chinese. I think English is like third.
I thought it would be English
because Spanish is the
I
next
feel like
one.
everybody come.
You would
over
think
here,
that,
and then you already have your language, and you come over
but
here.
they
and
only
learn
speak
this.
to us like that. When they go back and other places where they go, they know the other languages.
Right.
They only speak to us like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah. That's why I said they dumbed us down that fucking much. That's how far they dumbed us down to basic English. But that's how we fight out of it. The slanguage. You know what I mean? The slanguage we come up with, the way we flip words, the way we come up with different things. We do that because that's in our nature. We're meant to
Right.
think stronger and bigger. They can dumb us down, but then we're going to take it, flip it, and rewrite it. You know what I mean? And repurpose it and put it together. That's what we do. You know, as a culture, that's what we do. That's why every time they do stuff like that, we flip it and make it greater. We build something out of it. You're like, you're not going to just give me some bullshit and think I'm going to do nothing with it.
Right.
I'm going to figure this out. You know what I mean?
Make something out of
it might take me a little time, and there's going to be some work, but we'll figure it out.
Gonna work this thing out. Shit. So I'm saying, man, you don't know when shit gonna happen, man. So cherish these moments, man.
Yeah. Live in the moment.
Live for the moment.
Yep. Live in the moment.
Live for the fucking moment, man.
Yep. Enjoy the things you can while you're there and what's happening, and be in the moment. Don't keep worrying about everything all the time.
Right.
Just be in the moment. Sometimes we lose, and I'm guilty of it too. You know, we're all working on it. You know, but yeah, just try to live in the moment. That's where I try to be. Just in the moment.
That's it.
You ready? You ready to play this song, man?
Yes, sir.
We got another one, another request, or another recommendation from BDot. Bizzle, On the Low.
Listen to the words, man.
Yeah. So check this out.
I could've told you never love a chick. Made it sound tougher just to bust it down and cut a chick. Bunch of hits, calling you a sucker if you cover, so you went and stuck your bun up in the oven of another chick. Now you got a couple kids by a couple chicks. Got the papers, now you up against the government. You ain't want the covenant, but now look at the one you in. Now they cuffing you and it don't matter if you cuffing them. How I'ma tell you get it poppin' with a ton of chicks that have a problem when it ain't no fathers in a bunch of cribs. You say I sound like a hater, but what's funny is if I'm a hater, what I'm supposed to tell you if I love you then? I just wanna see you go. I just wanna see you grow. Wanna see you hit your goals. But if you never knew love before, I can see how you be thinking I be hating on the low. On the low. If they never knew love, they can hate you on the low. On the low. What if what you call love's really hating on the low? I could've told you let that chopper loose. Man, that's his fault. He should be watching who he talking to. Gassing you to mash him like that's how you let him talk to you. Then sat up in my mansion with the fam while they was locking you. Ain't nobody locked with you. The squad that you was on don't keep a dollar on the phone, so you can't even put no holler through. Swear to God they rock with you. Same kind of dudes that made you feel soft and keeping your cool like you ought to do. A lot of dudes that try to pull the devil out of you. I promise you, I'm just trying to speak to the God in you. And they gon' tell you I'm a hater, but what's funny is if I'm a hater, what I'm supposed to tell you if I love you then? I just wanna see you go. I just wanna see you grow. Wanna see you hit your goals. But if you never knew love before, I can see how you be thinking I be hating on the low. On the low. If they never knew love, they can hate you on the low. On the low. What if what you call love's really hating on the low? I could've told you was broke. Trying to please, know if you ain't rocking these, you a joke. Dropping these, only language I can speak is you slow. Follow me, I'm what you should try to be. You should go, get your hands on the brick, whether weed or some coke. White or green, they can either hit the trees or the slopes. Or for the love of money and the green, sell them both. And while you in the mood to sell your dreams and your hopes. What if I just wanna see people grow and I believe if you ain't planted in Jesus, you won't? And if that makes me a hater, what's funny is I don't know what I'm supposed to tell you if I love you then. I just wanna see you go. I just wanna see you grow. Wanna see you hit your goals. But if you never knew love before, I can see how you be thinking I be hating on the low. On the low. If they never knew love, they can hate you on the low. On the low. What if what you call love's really hating on the Lord.
There we go. What am I supposed to tell you?
Right.
Yeah, that's like,
That's some, man.
yeah, that's had a good message.
Right.
It's like, you know what I mean? That's like family members when, you know what I mean? They should be able to check you when you have a moment. You know, everybody's going to have moments sometimes where things happen. And you just got to see, like, hey, you know, pay attention to this. What's going on here?
Right.
It's because we care about you, you know? Otherwise, we would just not say shit, right? You know what I mean? We're trying to tell you something.
Right. That's all that is, man.
So, yeah, I think more people get it nowadays. You know, our kids are built a little different. I think they take criticism a little different nowadays, you know, even though sometimes it sounds like they don't listen to us or whatever. But I think they take criticism good, you know what I mean? And so, like, you can tell them stuff and they'll go, okay, I see what you're saying. Like, maybe they don't fully agree sometimes, but they'll be like, I see what you're saying. Like,
Right.
I understand, you know, but nah, fuck that. You know, like, they might still, you know, be like, nah, but fuck that though. And I'm like, I see what you're saying though. So at least you put the seed in there and you try, you know what I mean? Let them know what's up. That's all.
Yeah, but sometimes, what if you tell the child, right? You tell them what to do, and they go do
They never listen.
the dumb shit.
Yeah,
Still.
they sometimes they
and
just
then
gotta
they come
see
back
it.
and say, "Well,
They gotta see it.
I know."
They gotta see it. Sometimes they just gotta see it. It's crazy. Yeah, I've been there. Told them some shit. Happens exactly, and I'm just like,
I know, man. This shit,
I seen this coming, man.
right? I'm like Slim, like I've been there before,
I'm like, I guess you had to learn on your own.
right?
Yeah.
All you gotta do is listen.
Yeah.
You do listen, take the advice,
Right.
and run with it. Don't take just take the advice and don't do shit with it. You know this shit because you done this shit. Then you come back. Oh shit. Yeah. I know. Should have listened.
Yeah.
And then you back doing the dumb shit again.
And then doing it again. They didn't learn. They didn't learn the first time. They're gonna do it again.
I don't know, man. So good. You gotta love them. You gotta love them.
You gotta love them through it. Just
That's it.
put a loving light blanket on them and just love them through it.
See, you can't give up on your kids. I think that's where a lot of people at. Some people done gave up on their kids. They love their kids, but they gave up on them.
For whatever reasons.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, whatever. You go ahead and do what you do. You know what I'm saying? And instead of guiding them or trying to guide them, you know,
Yeah.
you can't give up.
Yeah, you gotta find a way.
Right.
Gotta find a way.
You can't give up because once they know that they control you, you're done.
Right.
It's gonna be hard to teach them.
Yeah. Well, that always goes back to there's never a handbook. There's never a handbook of how to raise your kids and how it works and how their personality plays into that against your personality sometimes, you know, and things like that. And, you know, and where you're at mentally, you know, sometimes they're not compatible right away. And it's, you know, and who knows how that affects the programming as they grow up. You know, we don't know how that affects. And then like you're saying, some kids grow up and are resentful of their parents for whatever reason sometimes, or scared of their parents, or you know what I mean, or you know, or whatever, or you know, proud of their parents, or you know what I mean. They might have all kinds of things. Who knows? Based on whatever their experiences are, I guess. You know, but there's, like I said, there's no handbook to put it all together, and everybody's just doing their best, as my uncle, as one of my uncles would say. He said, we just did our best, bro. You know, and I was like, okay.
I feel you.
Yeah. You know, it's like I understood what he was saying. He was like, we thought we were doing what we thought we were doing, and we didn't know it was going to turn out like this. You know, it's like, you know, or whatever. You know, it's like they never meant to harm you.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I wasn't meaning to do anything. It was just like when like we talked about before, when the world's fucking kicking you, man, you don't even know what you're doing half the time. You just fucking, you know, you're just doing it. And you're just like, yeah, you make bad decisions because you have to make decisions quick because shit's fucking weird and stuff's happening and fucking you're working and you can't sleep and fucking, yeah, I mean, it's like.
You know what's crazy? Nobody knows what you really go through.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they be there, but they don't know what you really go through.
What your mind frame was at those moments.
Right.
You know, and it's like I want to go back and redo them. You know what I mean? It's like I'm like, nah, I could have did that better. Fuck. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
But like I said, that's what you got to do is go back and just think about it. Go, damn, okay, all right, I got to do better. So when those moments come up later in life, you do better. That's
Right.
the idea.
Right. You already know what to do. You already ahead of the game.
Yeah.
You
But
learn
if you're
from
not-
your mistake.
Yeah, but if you're not thinking about it, right, that moment could come back up and you just do the same thing again because you're just used to doing that.
Right.
You know, that's how you, but like, yeah, that's what it is about working on yourself is like trying to figure out, okay, you know, yeah, I understand my flaws. I'm going to have flaws and, you know, I can work on these. I can be better on this. I can work on that. That's all it is. Always trying to be a better you every day, you know?
That's it.
You know, and that's why I say we're all guilty. I'm not fucking perfect. I have my moments too, and I don't know why I have my moments sometimes. Sometimes I'm like, why'd I do that? I don't know why I did that. I'm confused. You're confused. I'm confused.
Maybe some things happen for a reason.
Yeah, it's true.
You just never know what the reason was for.
Right. That's the thing.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
as
the
long
thing.
as it wasn't nothing crazy,
Right.
you good.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm just saying, it's like we're all going to have our moments still, you know? We just got to be better and work on those moments and try to be, you know. I think my thing now is I try to be more rational with everything. I step back for a second and I go, okay, wait a minute. What's going on here? Let's reevaluate this.
Yeah.
What's happening right now? You know what I mean? Like, where did this go weird? And that's what I got to do more of. I don't do as much of it. I start to get wrapped in it. You know what I mean? And then we're just making erratic fucking movements now.
Damn.
But you just got to be, that's the idea, is just to be more cognizant of the ideas and that stuff, you know, so that you can be better. You know, that's all it is. Just be conscious of it. We were running around like zombies for so long, you know?
Yeah.
Now it's 28 years later.
Bomb droppers.
Oh, shit.
Shit.
I ain't even seen, is that a new movie? I think that's a new one out there. You seen that?
What?
I think it's called 28 Years Later or something like that. Remember, it was like the first one was years ago, and it was called like 28 Days,
Oh.
something like that. They just made a new one.
Oh,
I think.
the storm shit.
It's a zombie movie, yeah.
Hold on.
Remember, it was
I
called
think
like
about
28
something
Days Later or something like that. The first one was called like 28 Days Later or something like that. Remember, it was probably like in the late 90s or early 2000s or something.
No, I don't remember that. That's
You don't
crazy.
remember that movie? Oh. I think they just made a new one. It's called 28 Years Later. So there's still zombies 28 years later? What the fuck? So, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, this probably more advanced now.
Yeah,
They've been around.
right. I might have to go see that.
And that's crazy.
Might have to catch that one.
Like, I was getting my hair done, and she had on fucking
Playing something.
yeah, some shit, and all the fucking characters in there, entertainers, look clone, bro.
What movie? Do you remember what movie it was?
No, it wasn't a movie. I think it was
Like just a sitcom or something?
yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm with you.
I was like,
These
what the fuck?
these movies coming out on Prime, these last couple movies that I've seen on Prime, the newer ones they've put out,
yeah.
look like full fucking AI fucking movies, man. Just like these are. I swear that's the first time I saw it because I did a rant on that when I talked about Roadhouse, the new Roadhouse that came out like a couple years ago. That was one of the first ones where I really noticed it. I was like, yo, I think this whole movie was fucking AI. Like, I don't think these people were really even there.
That's what I was like. What the fuck is going on?
Yeah, I was like,
they look strange.
you see it now.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see it now.
Oh yeah. Hell yeah. I was like, all of them looked all perfect and shit. Like the fuck.
Too perfect.
Yeah.
That's too perfect. Yeah, it's like nothing is out of place.
You've
It's
been
too
in all
perfect.
them years.
Yeah, nothing's out of place. Everything's too perfect. It's like no, nothing's no, not buying it.
I seen it. You see what I'm saying? Like, and like I said, I don't even watch TV like that.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you said
But-
you mainly watch what? Just YouTube and TikToks and shit.
Yeah,
That's pretty much where I'm at.
that's
Pretty
it.
much. I watch a few. Like I watch like HBO sometimes. You know, I watch like Paramount sometimes.
Yeah.
Some of the other apps. You know,
Yeah.
Tubi every now and again. you know.
Right.
And then, like I said, but I'm like probably like 70% of my time is on YouTube.
That's it. Shout out to YouTube. Shout out to YouTube.
Yeah, we're close to 500, folks. If you're listening right now and you're not subscribed, help us get to 500. We only need a few.
Let's get it, baby.
Thanks.
Hey, let's
500.
get it, bro.
Yeah. 500. Let's get it.
Yeah,
Yeah. Man.
let's do it. Get it while it's hot. Get it while it's hot.
You notice Jay ran for like
It's been a minute.
yeah.
It's been a minute. We was rocking it. I was like, damn, we're rolling. And we got one more
Oh man.
if we want.
Right. That's dead. That's probably after the show, but yeah. Yeah. Life, man. Just
Keep on trucking, folks. We got this.
that's it, man. They say
We got this. You can feel it. The energies, the Schumann resonance been blasting us this last week. Come on. We had some good blasts last week coming into this week. So let's see what's going on. I'll check. I haven't checked it in a while. I haven't checked in the Schumann's.
telling you, time is it's just,
Time is flying.
it's flying, it's moving.
We're here for another week. 141. What's up?
It's about to oh man, we about to get into that season. That cold season.
You think it's gonna be cold this winter? What do you think? It hasn't been cold lately, like cold. It's just been chill.
Yeah, not yet.
Yeah.
It's still August.
No. I'm saying just like the last few years too.
Oh. That's what I'm saying. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So
Hasn't been too bad.
I think it might be a little chill.
Yeah.
Like chilly. Yeah.
Think this one might get a little weird.
Yeah.
I guess we'll see. We got to get through September 1st, folks.
Yeah.
But you never know.
Isn't that when it stopped? Well,
Probably like
November, right? Yeah.
Where it starts to really, because you got to get through fall first. And fall's usually pretty chill.
Right.
Fall cools down and where it's like 50s at night and it's like 68 in the day. It's just chill. Have the windows open, let the breeze in. Electric bill goes down.
Yeah.
It's a good season. It's a good season. So yeah, it's what we talking about. See,
Shit. Hey, you youngins, man, you need a job, something to do, during fall. Go door to door with a rake and some bags, man.
that's the next one, right? Squeegee boys might as well get buy a box of bags at your dollar store.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then just fucking rake them up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
Get a rake for what, $10? I don't know.
Shit. I get one from
Or find your neighbors.
I go to the Lowe's. Shout out to Lowe's.
Shout out to Lowe's.
Shit, I get a good rate, like $13.
There you go. Easy startup. $20 you're in.
Easy startup. A rate, and just get a bunch of bags.
Mm-hmm.
Invest in a bunch of bags, because you're going to need those.
Yep.
And then just work your way up to a fucking blower, man.
Boom.
That's what the fuck I did.
That's how you did it?
Yeah.
Oh, straight from the fucking
That's what the fuck
source.
I did. Man, I went door to door.
Tell them how to do it.
Hey, you want me I clean your yard up for you? Put the leaves up? Sure.
Nice.
Man, what? Man, I done got meals out of this.
Right? There you go. That works too.
I done got more yards to do.
Right. Who did your yard?
That's what I'm saying. Man, it's a nice little hustle, man. You know what I'm saying?
Get started with, yeah.
But you got to put some work in.
Flip that money and turn it into something else.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. And that's what I'm thinking about. Like, what are they doing with their money, bruh?
They don't really got it.
No, they got it.
Just kidding.
They got it. I see the motherfuckers looking fresh on the bus stop.
Right.
Like, you got on a $1,000 outfit,
Mm-hmm.
but you ain't got no car.
Nope. Priorities, man.
What?
Everybody's got priorities.
What are you doing, bruh? But hey, do your thing.
Yeah. Everybody's doing it their own way.
Yeah.
Everybody's doing it their own way.
Invest in
Infinite
some
possibilities.
shit, man.
But yeah, there's so many things, right? The hustle continues.
Yeah.
You don't have to hustle. You align with the frequency.
Bomb droppers.
And then you are hustle.
Yes, hustle is in you. Is in you.
And then just grab those opportunities when they show up.
Telling you.
That's all it is.
So you gotta do. But you gotta put your mind to it.
Put your focus in.
That's it.
You gotta put your focus in to what you're doing. Yeah. I mean, look what we did here with this. We put our focus into this for the last like 3 years at this point. You know what I mean? And we're at episode 141. You know?
That hustle, man. That grind.
Consistency. That's what I
Yes,
said,
sir.
right?
Yes,
Consistency.
Yeah, consistency.
Yeah.
On another level.
Right. Right. Just putting information in the world. Just sharing everything we can share. If you're following along, if you've been following along at all, for at least a few episodes, whatever, you see it. You see what's going on here. It's a therapy session. It's a learning session. It's a teaching session. You know, it's all that stuff.
All the above.
Yeah, we get into so many different things here, you know, and it's on purpose because it's just thoughts, and we're just putting our thoughts out there and seeing what it's about, seeing if other people have these same thoughts. Is everybody still out there? What's going on out there?
And some are questions.
Right, some are questions.
You know,
Some are just theories. You know, some are just like something I heard. You know? I don't know. Y'all hear this shit? Because I don't know. Like, y'all tell me if you've heard this shit, you know. Give it a fucking like. Tell me in the comments something. And then you're just like, yeah, I heard about that. Or was it? You know what I mean? That way we can see. Are we all seeing the same shit?
Right.
Am I the only one seeing this shit?
Nah. I think people saying this shit, man.
They are a lot more. There's a big awakening again happening right now. There's a lot more people they're starting to ask questions. That's where we were at one point. We were just like, wait a minute.
Right.
What you think about and they're like, they never asked me some shit like that before. You know what I mean? Like,
gotta ask questions.
and I'll be like, and they'll be like, oh, that's interesting. And then they might look into it or something, and then they'll go call you back or hit you up or something and be like, yo, I looked into that shit. And that's what I said. They'll be like, I didn't realize Monsanto was connected to the fucking. Oh shit! Now that makes sense. Boom. Mm-hmm. And now it's like, then they're like, yo, I think some of that shit you've been saying is starting to make some sense. And I'm like, there we are. Now they're asking questions.
There we go.
Here we go. Opening it up. But before they were just like, man, I don't know, man, that shit just sounds way too fucking wild. Nah, I'm good, man. I'm good. And then all of a sudden they're just like,
I know,
wait a minute,
man.
I seen some shit.
You just gotta do your research. Shit. Like you said, you might find shit that I don't know about.
Right. They've done that before. They'll be like, did you know so-and-so's connected? I'll be like, nah, but that makes sense because, and then I'll tell them something. They'll go, oh, that's why. I'm like, yeah.
Motherfucker.
But I'm like, I didn't know that until you said that. Right. But I know about, because I know about this thing, but I didn't know about that thing. So, yeah. Mm-hmm. Right. Exactly. But that's what they're there for. Everybody's there to find their piece. And then they bring that information together and we put the whole puzzle together. Come on, folks.
Right. Yeah, some people be scared to talk about that shit.
Yeah.
Or some people just don't know.
That's that's why I've said it before. I'm like, if I had to come to terms, because I'm a Pisces, and I don't take criticism very well sometimes. You know what I mean? Like, people would probably say that if they had to say like something. I was like, I get it, but a lot of times I'm like, it feels like beratement to me. You know what I mean? That's just the way I take it, and I got to get better with that. And then. So you put that. What was I saying? Shit. Lost it.
Oh, man.
What are we talking about?
I thought you had to use like, so you put the.
I lost it. Into the ether. Gone.
Oh, man.
I don't remember what we were talking about.
Leave it alone.
We're going to lose that one, folks.
Live for the moment. Live for the moment.
Thanks for sticking around, though.
Appreciate you.
All right. Good night. No, it's good.
Nah, you talking about how you can't take
criticism.
Yeah.
I got to be better with that. But where was I going?
Oh, shit. Where you going with it?
Where was I going with it? Because I jumped into that.
That's the shit I hate.
Yeah. I jumped into that as a sidebar, and then I was like, fuck, where did I go? I don't remember where I came from.
And that's my
I took a side street. Yeah.
That's what, going left. You went left.
Yeah. Too quick. I went too far, and I couldn't come back.
You read left, and then,
I didn't make 3 rights.
You can't get your spot back.
I didn't make 3 rights and circle back.
Damn.
Shit.
So good. I hate that shit too. But that's my fear.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
going on stage.
Well, that's the thing too, right? Like I said, when and then doing like the fucking show by yourself, you don't have see how we could end up making that something. You don't have that when you're by yourself. You're like, fuck, I forgot what I was gonna. You just gotta move on.
Yeah.
All right, and we're moving on. And you know what I mean? So it's like I think I might have said that once or twice in the last one. I was like, okay, I would just keep going.
Shit happens.
But that's what I'm saying. So it's like that's the mental gymnastics. That's crazy, And then we're like I said when we were talking before the show, even before when we're saying this was when we don't even really coach each other or anything. We're not. It's supposed to be off the cuff ideas. Right. But what we will say sometimes is there's 1 or 2 things we might be interested in talking about. Like, I got this one thing, so we'll fit that in somewhere. Sometimes we do, and sometimes we don't.
Yeah,
we've said that
you might land a good segue.
Right. Sometimes you land a good segue. Sometimes you don't, and we forget all about it. But and there is some times where we do that. But most of the time, we just start talking. And then, we just go. And then whatever fucking happens. That's the show. Thanks for sticking around. But we got good topics. We got good ideas. We try to bring in, current events. We try to bring in, coding and movies. And, we bring stuff in to show you where we're gathering these things from. Right. It's like we're not just making shit up. It's like, and the thing is, you see it too, is we don't agree on everything. Not every fucking thing we're talking about. We're looking at it from different angles, right. And so sometimes we don't have to agree, but it doesn't. You know what I mean? In the end, we're all for the same thing. We're all just want a better society. We don't want to be fucking held down with fucking enforcers in our neighborhoods and fucking banks stealing from us and shit. We don't want any of that stuff. That's what we ultimately don't want.
That's it.
So if that's where we're at, it doesn't really matter if his thoughts are different than mine. The main course is we want just better lives. You know what I mean? This is not
at the end
a
of the
good
day,
life.
facts.
When you look at it, it's not. It wasn't. We're heading to a better one though.
Right.
We're moving into a better reality. But that's what I'm saying. That's what you have to realize was you don't want that. That's not. You got to shed that life, move into the new world. It's like quit holding on to it. It's all you knew. I understand. Let it go. It's time. It's time.
Yeah. Shit. Telling you.
Yep. Just live in the moment.
Better live for that moment. That motherfucking shit pull up, boy. You ain't right.
Mm-hmm. Right.
You just might get left behind.
Right.
Wait for the next year.
Yep. You'll be on the next one. Who knows how long that's gonna be?
Right.
No, I'm just kidding.
You ain't kidding.
No, it's true because it's like in levels and it's in waves. Yeah. It's as people are ascending, other people will ascend behind you. But we're not even going to remember all that. Right. In the end, we're just going to know that we all did it. That's, you know what I mean? It's going to be like, yo, remember when we did that shit? That shit was cool.
Yeah, that's crazy. So we don't die, right?
Right.
So
we multiply.
Right. So
yeah, our soul is forever.
When we don't, so we're still gonna be alive, but we're gonna be unconscious.
Right.
It's gonna be alive.
Right.
So
your conscious just
folds, that you remember
folds back into source. That's all it does.
Right. Yeah. So that you remember, or the knowledge or gained on Earth.
Everything you did. Right.
Right. That's gonna be with you.
Yep. You take all that information with you, plus all the information that was already there.
Right.
Which is everything. Oh, let's finish on this.
That's crazy.
Let's finish on this. So everybody talks about the internet, right? And they're like, oh, what if they shut off the internet and this and that, right? All that's bullshit that comes with that and the internet. Well, you got to remember who gave us the internet? The government. So the government has had monitor and control of the internet since the beginning. It's nothing new. Like when you really think about it, it's like they that's what all this is. It's just control and monitoring.
Right.
So where I'm going with that is you got to remember you're already being controlled and monitored through source. The Akashic Records is recording everything, and it already knows what's going to happen because it's already written all that. You see what I'm saying? So you're already being recorded. So what are you worried about at this point? What we did with these is we gave the government control, that same control here on the 3D. This is the 3D version of the Akashic Records. You know what I'm saying? This is the 3D version of it. All the information is here. All you have to do is search it. Just like they say, all the information is here. You just have to search it.
Right.
It's the same shit. It's just they gave us a 3D version of it so that we won't realize we can tap into it ourselves.
Bomb droppers.
So in the future, as we roll into it, these black mirrors will become crystal clear mirrors. And it'll be controlled by our consciousness, by the Akashic records. And it'll be tuned, that crystal will be tuned to your frequency. So only you can control it and manipulate it. That's why we're not going to have to worry about the internet and all that bullshit down the road. Because all that's going to be on here in our crystal clear joint, that's only ours. And if we lost it, nobody could do nothing with it. Because it's only tuned to you. You know what I mean?
You can't jailbreak that one.
Why do you think you can jailbreak and do all the things you can to these? Because that's what they were built for. They were built for monitoring, and anybody can crack into them. That's what they were built for.
Bomb droppers.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah. So we'll leave you with that. Awkward Intelligence. I'm Intox along with
BDot, baby.
And we'll catch you on the next one.
Awkward Intelligence. Just moving fast. This is Awkward Intelligence.